Hi everybody, today we're just here to talk about how I prepare for the week ahead. On Sundays is usually when I do this, so let's just get straight into it. So as I've grown older and I've become more aware of my needs as in mentally and physically, I have decided to say I'm not going to pressure myself into having the perfect routine before I get into the next week. The thing that I prioritize the most is rest. I need a lot of rest, so I make sure that on the weekends I prioritize this and rest a lot. Sometimes that means even ironing. I don't force myself to do the things that I usually used to do. I enjoy a good self-care pamper routine, as in using loads of different products, which I have here and I'll talk you through, but that's no longer the main focus of my self-care Sundays. My self-care Sundays are all about relaxation, giving myself a peace of mind, acknowledging what I am good at and what I'm not so good at, trying to see how I can improve on that, and accepting myself as I am without applying too much pressure on myself. Sometimes Sunday self-care for me means to just do nothing and let the chaos reign, and sometimes this is exactly what I need and helps me off to a great start on a Sunday. But if I am going to be organized and have some sort of a ritual that helps me relax and help me get into the mindset of a new week, a new start, a new beginning, that is as productive as can be, and that is going to help me achieve the things that I want to achieve, this is what I would do. I start off my mornings very slowly. The usual ritual of my water and coffee, that doesn't stop, it continues because it's something that I do every single day. I try and read a book, and I even sometimes listen to YouTube channels that are to do with wellness, holistic well-being really, and I love to read this book. It's called The Swedish Secret of Living Well, Lagom. I don't know how you say it, Lagom I think. And it just has little hints and tips of balance in life. So a little, too much of everything is not good for you, but a little bit of everything in moderation is just the perfect balance that we all need in life. So this reminds me of that. And after I do that, I probably give myself a bath or a shower, usually a bath, because this is probably the one day in the week that I have time to do that. I hate ironing, so on a Sunday I iron because it tells me that I am starting fresh. So I don't like to get into the new week with a whole heap of laundry, but once I start ironing I find that relaxes me, so I have no explanation for that. Before I do it, I hate it. Once I start doing it, I love it, and I put those things away. And then I'll probably sit down to watch a movie, and I'll jot down some meal plans in my phone or something for the week. Not that I follow them, I'm still a work in progress on that aspect of my life. I just lazy around really. Like I told you, sometimes I just let chaos happen on a Sunday, and I find this really relaxes me. For whatever reason, my soul craves chaos, so I do nothing. I have food, I watch movies, and it's all really random how I create my Sundays that prepare me for the week ahead. Now I'm just going to talk to you about the products that I use when I am having a bath or a shower, and in the order that I use them. So if I'm being bougie and if I have money, I use this Elemis skin nourishing shower cream. And if I don't have the money to splurge on something like that, this does just as well. This is from Nivea. I love the smell. Apricot mango, milk and rice. Just does exactly the same job. And at this point is probably when I use things like Olaplex. If my hair is not in braids, and it's natural. I use things like this Olaplex number 3. I put it in my head, I put a plastic over it, and I sit around with it. If I'm doing my skincare routine, that's usually the time when I use gadgets, like just sit down on the sofa and really work my face, like give myself facial massages and stuff like that. Body cream, sometimes I use something fancy, or sometimes I use just this here. This is the Aveeno nourishes normal and dry skin body lotion. So that's what I would use. So I just use different types of products. Sometimes I use an oil on top of this cream if I'm really being indulgent, and sometimes I use a scrub. I tend to make my own scrubs. If you want the recipe for the scrub that I make, let me know in the comments below. So yeah, this is exactly how I prepare my Sundays. Like I told you, I'm not too strict or rigid about how my Sunday goes, but it is a very important ritual for me to have a quiet, peaceful Sunday to reset my mind and to mentally prepare me for the week ahead. Even though most of the times I am at home, these days Mondays are still very important because it's the start of my week, and those of you who are self-employed or work from home know how you have to be really motivated to work at home. Otherwise you will do nothing and watch TV all the time if you're not careful. So this is a very important part of my ritual. Let me know in the comments below how you do your own Sunday routine that prepares you for the week ahead. This is not very complex. Everybody can do this. Other things that I've heard other people talk about is meal prepping, is planning for the week ahead. So as they say, not planning is planning to fail. So I tend to already plan like months in advance. So when it comes to a Sunday, I don't really need to plan a lot because I know exactly what needs to be done for that week. But it would be also a good idea to plan for the week ahead and put it to pen to paper if you can. If you don't do it like maybe weeks in advance, I always do months planning in advance. So at the last Sunday of every month, I plan for the month ahead exactly what I'm going to do. So I hope you find this useful. I always want to make sure that whatever we do here, even though we're talking about projects or we're reviewing anything, I also give you advice and the things I do in my own life to help me grow as a person, spiritually, mentally, and physically. The thing that I actually need to do, I need to learn to exercise a lot more because that's the one thing I really don't enjoy doing. So I hope you found this useful and share with somebody else who you know who is going to find this useful. I'll see you again very soon on YouTube.